All right, hello and welcome. This is going to be our homework help video for PEMDAS Part 1. I've already started writing out what PEMDAS stands for. The P is for parentheses, E for exponents, M and D are for multiply and divide, and those are done together left to right, and A and S are for add and subtract, and those are done together left to right. So as I look at problem number 1, yes, there's parentheses, but there's nothing to be simplified inside of them. So I can actually drop them. I can get rid of them now that what's inside the parentheses is as simplified as possible. Another really good technique to use is every time we see a minus and negative, just replace that with a plus. So instead of -1 minus a -3, this is the same as -1 plus 3. All right, and now we need to combine these. We could think about being on the negative first floor of a building and walking up 3 floors, or being in debt $1 and then adding $3 to our bank account. Either way, we end up at 2. That's our final answer, so we should box it. All we're doing is simplifying these down to a single number. Everything here should be able to be simplified down to a single number. Let's look at a problem like number 5. So I've got parentheses again, but I can drop those. So this becomes 3 plus -2 plus 2. Plus a negative can just become a minus. And now I only have subtraction and addition. I want to do those left to right. So I'll start with the subtraction. 3 minus 2 is 1. Keep the plus 2. Together these become a 3. Put a box around it. And we're good. Let's look at one like number 7. Again, there's parentheses around the negative numbers. Part of the reason they're there is so that we know this is a negative, but now we're going to rewrite it without those parentheses. So -1 minus a -8 plus 3 plus a -4 minus a negative is going to become a plus. Plus a negative is just going to become a minus. And now we'll go left to right. So this is -1 plus 8 is 7. Plus 3 minus 4. The 7 plus the 3 becomes a 10 minus 4. And then together these become a 6. Put a box around it. All right, let's look at the back side. We have some more just adding and subtracting. But number 11 is interesting. There's a number in front of a set of parentheses, but no operation there. Anytime we have a number in front of a set of parentheses, there's some implied multiplication happening. So this is really 6 times the quantity 3 plus 2. So I'm going to rewrite it as 6 times, and then inside of my parentheses, which is first in PEMDAS, I've got 3 plus 2. I can simplify that. 3 plus 2 is 5, so I can turn that into a 5. And now the parentheses aren't needed anymore, so this just becomes 6 times 5, which becomes 30. 12 shows us division and multiplication. The fraction line means division, so this means 12 divided by 6 times 4. Multiplication and division are done together left to right, so the more left one is the division. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So that becomes a 2. Keep the times 4. Together those become an 8. All right, we have some exponents in 13 and 14. We know that exponents come before multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So here I want to simplify this exponent. 4 squared means 4 times itself 2 times, which is 4 times 4. So I'm going to write that out as 4 times 4, and then combine that to be a 16 before combining it with the 3 to become a 19. Or you might just know that 4 squared is 16 and you can skip that step. Here parentheses become before exponents, so the 6 minus 5 becomes a 1. The parentheses are not needed anymore, so I can just drop them. And 1 squared, that means 1 times 1, which is just 1. All right, save the space for question 15 for tomorrow's due now. And that's all I got for you. Have a great rest of your day.